Hello, my name is Churin, and this is my review of the Nike Air Zoom Pegasus 35. So you may have heard of the Nike Oregon project. They use this and the Turbo as their daily trainer, and the likes of Eliud Kipchoge and Mo Farah also train in this shoe. So it must be of a pretty high standard. So starting with the midsole, it provides a stable, fairly comfortable ride, and it can also handle some speed. So here in the heel, it's well cushioned there. That's where you get most of your cushion. But as you move on to the midfoot and forefoot, you don't have so much there. I'm actually a midfoot striker, and it's a shame that I don't make use of the cushion there in the heel. But because it's firmer down that section of the shoe, I did find it to be a bit firm. And what's interesting is that from day to day, it did seem to change. Some days I could feel a little bit more cushion and was fairly happy with the level of cushion, but then others it just felt too firm. So I just don't know if it was my legs from day to day, but that was my experience. And overall, I did find it a bit too firm. And I used to actually run in some Under Armour Bandit 3s before wearing the Pegasus, and I did notice a difference there. The firmer midsole here in the Pegasus did cause some foot pain. I have very mild plantar fasciitis, so that wasn't too good, but I was able to roll out my legs and my feet, and that has fixed the issue. But for those that don't strike on their heel and that have bad plantar fasciitis, you might just want to try this shoe. So the midsole here does get some creases and it shows up more with the dirt. This is only really aesthetic though and doesn't affect performance very much. So moving on to the upper, it features an outer mesh and an inner liner. And this is something I really like about the shoe. It provides a nice, comfortable, secure and cozy fit, almost like your foot's in a slipper. And the support on this upper is really good. So you've got a nice strong section here around the heel, and then up here it's nice and thick around the ankle to give some good support there. So my main issue with the upper is here around the heel collar. As you can see, there's a hole there that's starting to spread out, and we have patched that up with some silicone. So that's the only really durability issue with the upper, which is good. But what could have played a part in that was that I did order half a size too big. I didn't know until recently, but I'm actually half a size smaller in Nike. So that could be the reason for that. I haven't heard of anyone else with this issue. So breathability is another issue with the upper. I didn't find it really that bad personally, but depending on what climate you're in, that is also going to play a part. So the outsole has done well. I've ran many of my miles on a rail trail nearby on fine gravel, and it's still retaining some of the texture on the lugs. And just in this middle section here, you can see some little chunks out of that from some bigger rocks, but that doesn't really play a part in performance at all. So overall, I'm happy with how the outsole's going, and it's held up well. When it's wet on different surfaces, such as roads, the traction did struggle a bit there. So what's great about the Pegasus 35s is that they are very versatile. They can handle pretty much everything. They can be your daily trainer for your easy runs. They can handle threshold runs. I've taken it up to 16 kilometers and it's held up well. And even intervals on the track, like down to 2 minutes 30 per kilometer pace and 4-minute mile pace. It can even handle that. It does feel a little bit bulky, but if you really want to, you can take it out for a spin on the track. So moving on to the pros now. For the upper, you have a snug, secure and supportive upper. Heel strikers should find this well cushioned. The midsole is stable. I found it fairly comfortable. It looks great, and the pace and distances it can handle is very versatile. So that's something great about the Pegasus liner. And then the arch support is very good as well. And then the cons, I would say, would be the heel collar durability there, the breathability in the upper, and then for me being a midfoot striker, I found them a bit too firm. So overall, I would rate the Pegasus 35s a 75 out of 100. So thanks for watching, and be sure to check out the other video reviews on Run Repeat's YouTube channel, and also more detailed written reviews on their website.